So I'm sure everybody has seen this dude who uses meth to look a little better, a little slimmer, who punches himself in the face to make his cheeks a little better looking. And I think it's kind of honest to ask a question, does this guy have a point, Because many people now are supporting him and are looking up to him. And his main point is that looks are the most important thing. In our society, looks determine what kind of relationships you will be in, and even in courts, people who are prettier get a lesser sentence. So that's his logic. So everything revolves around this one thing, beauty. And if you have this thing, then you will get certain benefits, certain results, rewards at the end. Does he have a point? Well, all of this actually reminds me of something. An old friend, an old trend that has passed. I think looksmaxing just took its place. And it is self-improvement. Self-improvement was based on this idea that you have to improve in almost every area of your life to get the best girlfriends, the best business results, the best gym results. To get all these rewards, you have to better yourself in certain areas. And on the surface, it looks completely logical. It looks fine, but it gets a little bit harder once you start looking deeper in it. For example, I think Hamza will be the best example, like the CEO of self-improvement. Hamza claimed that you need to improve in every area of your life, including your friends. We all have heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 friends spend your most time with. And he was going with this logic too. You have to get rid of your loser friends and get your good friends, Our loser friend is defined like someone who plays video games, watches TikTok, and isn't a businessman, works 9 to 5, doesn't go to the gym. A good friend is someone who is a businessman, who goes to the gym, and basically helps you improve in these areas, pushes you to be a better businessman, a better athlete, and so on. But this seems kind of weird because it doesn't sound like a friend. It starts sounding more like a business partner. A good business partner is someone that excels your business. Good training buddy is someone that helps you get better gains in the gym. Yet he defines a friend like someone who you can benefit from in these areas. He puts a duty on a friend to better himself, But it's kind of weird because a friend isn't definitely defined like that. A friend is someone that you enjoy being with. You enjoy their company. And we can see how this actually all played out in real life scenario. Hamza got rid of his loser friends and went on to a quest to get the good friends, the ones who go to the gym, are ambitious, and so on. Yet on the end of the day, what happened was he lost all of his friends because they didn't want to be friends with somebody who was so shallow, so weird, so obsessed with himself. He couldn't even appreciate other people that had different perspectives, that didn't benefit him. And it played out like that. He lost his friends, he lost his career, and it's kind of interesting that played out like that. It's a super weird perspective. It fails in real life because humans appreciate real connection, not some kind of calculated connection, not some kind of fakeness. They appreciate authenticity. So it fails. And looksmaxing is kind of the same thing. It prioritizes looks and says if you get looks, then you will get all of these benefits. You will have the best friends, the best girlfriends, the best jobs. Looks matter so much. So they say that there's a problem that people only look at you through looks, appreciate you through looks, and they try to fix this problem by putting all their eggs in one basket, by being handsome, and they complain about other people judging them from this perspective on how handsome they are. Yet they judge themselves on this perspective, then they judge others on this perspective. They only try to improve this sphere because they prioritize this sphere, and that's all they have to offer. And they go to other people and say, oh, they just want me for my looks, and they going to leave as soon as someone with better looks or with better status will appear. Yeah, well, that's gonna happen if that's all that you offer. People are creating their own problem by prioritizing this. Then they complain about it. They say women are promiscuous. I'm not sure what that means, but it is something on the level of if a woman finds someone better looking and with more status, she's just going to leave you. Yeah, well, if you go with a woman like that values only that, then of course that's going to happen. But if you yourself have some sort of different perspectives that you value yourself from, you value not only looks, you value intelligence, you value your soul, you value you being entertaining, you being funny, and you value it in yourself, and you offer it to the world, the people that value these things are going to be attracted to those things. And this also proves in real time, in real life scenarios. A girl might feel like this dude looks very good, but she would never go for him because she sees that he's going around with all of these girls and be like, I don't like that, and be disgusted by this behavior and not be attracted by this man because of other values he has. There isn't any amount of looks that could cover up the flaws that make people feel disgusted by the presence of a certain person if they have very messed up values. And it's kind of weird that they also frame looks this way, like if they gain this amount of height, they will get a certain amount promotion. Well, sorry to break it to you, but you will get a promotion if you appear to be someone competent in your job sphere. If you are 7'5" and you go into IT business and you say, oh, I want a job here, they aren't going to hire you. They won't hire you because of your heights. They will hire you because of your knowledge. Sure, a judge might rate someone as more dangerous if they look less prettier, but you can achieve the same result, like getting lesser sentence, if you present yourself as someone friendly, you know, you give off a friendly energy to them, you make them smile, make them feel respected, like you are a normal person, that you don't deserve this kind of treatment. You know, there are many different things that can actually impact the outcome. It's not only looks, it's really weird why they frame it this way. And at the end of the day, we all know the Slavic women who are like 10s out of 10s, you know. I don't know how they rate it, but they say 10s out of 10s, but they still are with this Slavic dude who just came out of his babushka's house with his Adidas sweatpants, you know, and sweatshirt, looking like he just came out of a construction site, you know, where he smoked with his friends and didn't even work there, just hang out there, and she stays with him for the rest of their lives, you know, they get married and so on. So it's not like looks are the only thing that matters. Sure, take care of yourself, go to the gym, be healthy, but understand, if you will value yourself only because of your looks, then other people will only see the same thing in you. Value yourself the way you want others to value you. You know, do you want to be valued as someone that takes care of himself, goes to the gym, eats healthy, is smart, or do you want someone else to value you like you're a person that is overly obsessed with looks, that even goes and does meth, doesn't sleep for 3 days, is so overly obsessed with himself that he can't even live a normal life? I don't know if you want to be, you know, valued that way, and other people won't really value that in you. Only a certain amount maybe of people will value that, and you don't want to attract those kinds of friends, those kinds of women in your life who only value those things. So they are creating their own problems and then crying about them. Yeah, so the logic fails. The logic fails every time. And the only truth is that everybody is very different, and people prefer different things. They have different values, and the people who have equal values will be the ones that connect. That's it.